Hey Spurs fan! We're back with another exclusive video and the hottest updates for you. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button so you never miss any news about the San Antonio Spurs. Let's get to the news. Can the San Antonio Spurs' recent victory over the Sacramento Kings signal a turning point for the team, or are opponents starting to crack the code on their star rookie Victor Wembanyama? As the Suns, Lakers, and Rockets have shown, putting a big wing on Wembanyama and swarming him with defensive help has led to some frustrating moments for the young phenom. Is this just a bump in the road, or could it be a sign of challenges ahead for the Spurs' rising star? After a series of disheartening losses, the San Antonio Spurs found their footing once again with a much-needed victory over the Sacramento Kings. This win, however, has sparked a debate among fans and analysts alike. Has the league finally deciphered the enigma that is Victor Wembanyama? As a standout rookie, Wembanyama's unique skill set has made him a focal point for opposing defenses, who are now employing larger wings and double teams to disrupt his game. The question remains, can the Spurs adapt to this relentless scrutiny and allow their star to shine? In recent matchups, teams like the Phoenix Suns, Los Angeles Lakers, and Houston Rockets have adopted a strategy aimed at neutralizing Wembanyama's impact. They've assigned bigger defenders to shadow him closely, anticipating that by applying pressure, they can force turnovers or draw offensive fouls. This tactic has borne fruit, with Wembanyama averaging over 5 turnovers in 4 of the team's initial 12 games. Yet, the Spurs have begun to counteract this aggressive approach effectively. As the Spurs demonstrated against the Rockets and Pelicans, where they made a combined 32 three-pointers while shooting a remarkable 37.6% from beyond the arc, they are finding ways to adapt. Coach Popovich's strategy of quickly passing out of double teams has allowed players like Julian Champagnie and Devin Vassell to capitalize on open looks, turning the tables on defenses now scrambling to recover. To understand the significance of this tactical shift, one must consider the historical context of Wembanyama's unique playing style. As a generational talent, his height and skill set have made him a nightmare for defenders, but with great talent comes great responsibility. The pressure has mounted as teams have scrutinized his every move, aiming to exploit his inexperience in high-pressure situations. The Spurs' recent adjustments reflect a deeper understanding of not just Wembanyama's capabilities but also the need to diversify their offensive strategies. This evolution is crucial, especially as they strive to maintain their competitive edge in a league that is perpetually adapting. The implications of these developments are profound. With the Spurs off to an impressive 9-4 start, they seem to have navigated the early challenges posed by opponents' defensive schemes. The ability to swing the ball to open shooters and aggressively pursue offensive rebounds has become their secret weapon. As Wembanyama continues to evolve, he is also recognizing the importance of expanding his range, evidenced by his recent three-point success. Can the Spurs continue to build on this momentum and solidify their standing in the league? As they face upcoming challenges, the adaptability of both Wembanyama and the Spurs' overall strategy will be tested. The question lingers, will they emerge as a formidable force, or will defenses once again find a way to stifle their efforts? As the San Antonio Spurs continue to adapt and evolve their strategies, the implications for the team's future are significant. With a promising 9-4 record, the Spurs have not only found a way to empower Victor Wembanyama but have also demonstrated resilience in overcoming defensive schemes designed to stifle him. This newfound ability to counteract aggressive defenses could set a precedent for the rest of the season, allowing the Spurs to maintain momentum and perhaps even secure a playoff position. If they can consistently exploit the weaknesses of opposing teams through effective ball movement and offensive rebounding, the Spurs may solidify their standing as a formidable contender in the Western Conference. Reactions from around the league have been a mix of intrigue and admiration as teams reassess their defensive strategies against Wembanyama and the Spurs. Coaches and analysts are closely monitoring how San Antonio's tactics unfold, recognizing that success against a player of Wembanyama's caliber can shift the dynamics of team matchups. The market for skilled wings and versatile defenders is heating up, as franchises seek to find the right personnel to combat the Spurs' innovative approach. The buzz around the Spurs' ability to adapt could prompt other teams to rethink their rosters, leading to a ripple effect in trade discussions and player acquisitions as they scramble to keep pace. Looking ahead, the Spurs have the chance to further capitalize on their strategic advantages, setting the stage for thrilling matchups against rivals like the Phoenix Suns and Los Angeles Lakers. If they can maintain their current trajectory, the Spurs could very well redefine expectations for their season. However, they must remain vigilant, as teams will undoubtedly adjust in response to San Antonio's success. The ability of Wembanyama and his teammates to adapt will be critical as they navigate the challenges ahead. As the league evolves, all eyes will be on the Spurs to see if they can continue to outsmart their opponents, making the coming games a must-watch for fans and analysts alike. The next chapter of the season is unfolding, and the Spurs are poised to write a compelling story. What will it mean for the San Antonio Spurs if Victor Wembanyama, the crown jewel of their future, decides to leave? As fans grapple with the reality of one of the biggest losses in franchise history, the question lingers: can the Spurs truly recover from losing a generational talent like him? Join us as we dive into the impact of this potential departure and explore how it could reshape the team for years to come. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Antonio Spurs. In the annals of sports history, certain moments resonate deeply, shaping the narrative of franchises and their legacies. The news of Victor Wembanyama's departure from the San Antonio Spurs has sent shockwaves through the basketball community, marking one of the most profound periods of mourning for the franchise and its loyal fanbase. Wembanyama, a generational talent, arrived with immense expectations, his towering presence and extraordinary skill set promising to usher in a new era for a team that has long been synonymous with excellence and resilience. The Spurs, a franchise built on the foundations of teamwork, discipline, and a relentless pursuit of greatness, now find themselves grappling with the stark reality of losing a player who was not just a beacon of hope but also a symbol of the Spurs' aspirations to reclaim their former glory. The impact of Wembanyama's exit goes far beyond the court; it reverberates through the very soul of the franchise. Fans who had once envisioned a future painted with the vivid strokes of Wembanyama's artistry now face the daunting void left in his wake. His dynamic playing style, characterized by a blend of finesse and ferocity, captivated audiences and ignited dreams of championship banners returning to the rafters of the AT&T Center. The connection he forged with the community, built on shared hopes and exhilarating moments, has now been severed, leaving a palpable sense of loss that permeates every conversation among Spurs enthusiasts. The echoes of his dunks, the gasps of disbelief at his shot-blocking prowess, and the collective cheers that resonated throughout the arena are now replaced by a somber reflection on what could have been. As the organization navigates this tumultuous time, the challenge ahead is monumental. Coaches and management must reconcile their vision for the future with the stark reality of Wembanyama's departure, which not only alters their immediate strategy but also forces them to reassess their long-term goals. The Spurs have always prided themselves on their ability to adapt and evolve, yet the loss of such a transformative talent demands a recalibration of their identity. This moment serves as a reminder that in the world of sports, even the most meticulously crafted plans can be upended by unforeseen circumstances. As the front office embarks on the task of rebuilding, they must endeavor to cultivate new talents who can fill the immense shoes left behind by Wembanyama, all while maintaining the core values that define the Spurs' legacy. Ultimately, the departure of Victor Wembanyama is not merely a chapter closed but a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of greatness in the world of professional sports. The Spurs are now at a crossroads, faced with the dual challenge of honoring their storied past while forging a new path forward. While the pain of this loss will undoubtedly linger, it also presents an opportunity for renewal and resilience. The franchise must harness the collective spirit of its fanbase, drawing strength from the memories of thrilling victories and iconic moments that have defined the Spurs' history. As they embark on this new journey, the hope remains that the lessons learned from Wembanyama's brief yet impactful tenure will fuel the fire of ambition, inspiring a new generation of players to rise and carry the torch for a franchise that has always thrived on perseverance and unity. The impact of a key player on a football club can be immeasurable, stretching beyond the pitch and into the very fabric of the team's identity. When considering the absence of such a player, one must understand that it's not merely about the loss of skill or technical ability, it's about the ripple effects that resonate throughout the squad. A player's charisma, leadership, and experience often serve as a cornerstone for younger teammates, guiding them through the tumultuous phases of a season. Without this pivotal figure, the team may struggle to find cohesion and direction, leading to a disjointed performance that can derail both morale and tactical execution. Moreover, the psychological ramifications of losing a prominent player are profound. The atmosphere in the locker room can shift dramatically when a leader is absent, causing uncertainty and anxiety among the players. The sense of security that comes from knowing a seasoned professional is there to rely on can vanish, leaving younger and less experienced players to grapple with the weight of expectation. This pressure can manifest in a variety of ways, often resulting in inconsistent performances on the field as players adapt to their new roles and responsibilities. The absence of a trusted figure can also lead to a lack of confidence in decision-making, as players may hesitate to assert themselves, fearing the repercussions of mistakes. Additionally, the strategic implications of losing a key player cannot be overlooked. Coaches often design their tactics around the strengths and weaknesses of their squad, and a sudden absence can force a complete overhaul of game plans. This disruption can leave a team scrambling to adjust, often resulting in a lack of fluidity and rhythm in their play. The intricacies of team dynamics are fragile, and any significant alteration can lead to a breakdown in communication and understanding on the field. The tactical flexibility that a versatile player brings can also be lost, leaving the coach with fewer options to counter opponents effectively. Finally, the financial ramifications of a star player's absence can be staggering. Clubs invest heavily in their top talent, not just for the immediate benefits on the field but also for the commercial opportunities they represent. Merchandise sales, ticket sales, and overall fan engagement can take a significant hit when a beloved player is sidelined. This can place additional strain on the club's finances, as they may struggle to maintain their competitive edge in the transfer market without the revenue generated from their star's presence. The loss of a key player, therefore, transcends the immediate tactical and psychological challenges, impacting the club's long-term viability and success in the fiercely competitive landscape of professional football. The opinions of the club's supporters are as varied and vibrant as the colors of the team's jersey, reflecting a rich tapestry of emotions and experiences. For many fans, the club is not merely a team, it represents a vital part of their identity and community. They gather in stadiums, pubs, and living rooms, united by the shared rhythm of chants and the collective anticipation of match days. This sense of belonging fosters a deep emotional connection, where victories feel like personal triumphs and defeats weigh heavily on their hearts. Fans often express their allegiance through passionate discussions on social media, where every match becomes a subject of analysis, with opinions fluctuating based on the performance of players and management decisions. Moreover, the supporters' voices resonate beyond the immediate context of games, often extending into broader social and cultural conversations. Many fans advocate for their club's involvement in community initiatives, emphasizing the responsibility of the team to give back to the city that supports it. They appreciate when the club engages in charitable actions, believing that such efforts enhance the team's reputation and strengthen the bond between players and the community. This expectation also extends to the players themselves, who are seen not just as athletes but as role models. The expectations placed on them reflect the hopes and dreams of the fans, and when these athletes succeed or falter, it feels like a reflection of the supporters' own aspirations. However, within this passionate fan base, there exists a spectrum of opinions regarding management and team strategies. Some supporters are fiercely loyal, advocating for continuity even in the face of disappointing seasons. They argue that change can disrupt the club's identity, and they prefer to believe in a long-term vision, trusting that perseverance will ultimately lead to success. In contrast, others are more critical and vocal about the need for change, often expressing frustration when decisions seem counterproductive or when the team's performance does not meet their expectations. This dichotomy of perspectives fuels spirited debates, where the passion of the fan base is palpable, showcasing a deep investment in the club's future. Ultimately, the diverse opinions of the club's supporters create a dynamic environment that shapes its culture. Fans often rally around shared grievances or triumphs, turning their collective experiences into powerful movements, whether it's calling for a change in management or celebrating a victory parade. They become a living, breathing entity that influences the direction of the club, reminding everyone involved that football is more than just a game, it is an emotional journey that intertwines individual lives with the collective spirit of a community. This intricate relationship between the supporters and the club underscores the profound impact of fandom, where every voice matters and every opinion contributes to the legacy of the team. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about our San Antonio Spurs, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video, Spurs fans.